Hello and welcome. For today's video, we are going to discuss rational exponents and radical expressions. This can be found in your learning material for grade 9 mathematics second quarter, week 4, pages 15 to 18. So let us start first with rational exponents. So when we say rational, more likely these are fractions. So these are expressions that has an exponent which is a fraction. So if we go back to the previous topic, which is the laws of exponent, you've learned that when you multiply x raised to m times x raised to n, all you have to do is just copy the base, which is x, and then you add the exponent m plus n. And then also you also learn about the product of a power, which we're in x raised to 1 over n times n raised to n. So that will be equal to x is equals to n over n, wherein you multiplied the exponent inside the parenthesis to the exponent outside the parenthesis. So n times 1 is n over n over n is 1. So therefore, it's just equals to x. And then also when you multiply x raised to 1 over n times x raised to 1 over m, that is equals to x raised to m plus n divided by m times n. Okay, so let us do example number 1. X raised to 1/3 times x raised to 1/3. So since we have the same base x, all you have to do is just copy the base. So that will be x. And then you add the exponent. So ano ko yung fractions na nasa taas. So 1/3 plus 1/3. Okay? So review na rin tayo ng fractions, addition of fractions. So when we add fractions, if these are what you call similar fractions because they have the same denominator. Yung denominator nila is parehas na 3. So you just copy that denominator and then you add the numerator. So that is 1 plus 1. So that will be equal to 2 over 3. So your answer is x raised to 2 over 3. So second example, we have quantity x raised to 1/4 raised to 3. So by the law of exponent, all you have to do is just multiply the exponents inside the parenthesis to the exponent outside the parenthesis. So just copy the base. So that is equal to x. Our base is x. Now, you multiply yung 1/4 times 3. Okay? So, sa multiplication ng fraction, all you have to do is multiply the numerator by numerator, denominator by the denominator. So, numerator is 1 times 3. That is 3. And then, denominator 4. Since walang denominator dito si 3, automatic that is 1. So, 4 times 1 is 4. So, therefore, the answer is x raised to 3 over 4. Okay, so we have our third example. We have x raised to 1 over 5 times x raised to 3 over 5 times x raised to 1 over 5. So, since they all have the same base, which is x, you just copy the x. And then, you add the exponents. So, if I'm going to add the exponents, dito ko na isusulat. 1 over 5 plus 3 over 5 plus 1 over 5. So, these are similar fractions. They all have the same denominator of 5. So, you just copy that sa denominator. And then, you add 1 plus 3 plus 1. So, that is equals to 1. 1 plus 3 is 4 plus 1. That is 5. 5 over 5. which is equals to 1. So, therefore, ang exponent natin will be 1. Or, this will be just equals to x. And your final answer. Okay. So, last example, we have x raised to 1/3 times x raised to 1/5. Okay, so they have the same base, so just copy the base x. And then you have to add the exponent. So that is 1/3 plus 1/5. This time, the fractions are dissimilar, meaning these fractions have different denominators, which is 3 and 5. If you're not used to, um, if you're not used to finding the least common denominator, all you can do is multiply this denominator. So we have 3 times 5. So that is, okay, equals to 15. So that will be our LCD. And then, you just divide 15 divided by 3. That is 5. Okay? Tapos, times 1. So, 15 divided by 3 is 5 times 1, that is 5. And then, the same with this, 15 divided by 5, that is 3 times 1. So, plus 3. So, therefore, just add, and then you just add the numerator, 5 plus 3, that is 8 over 15. So, our final answer is x raised to 8 over 15. Okay, so now we proceed to radical expressions. Okay, parang ang exponential expressions kasi ay kabaliktaran or opposite ng radicals expression. Paano nangyari yon? For example, we have an exponential, in exponential form, we have, let's say, b raised to x over y. Okay? Okay, so, yung b, ang tawag natin dyan is, siya yung base. And then, yung x and y, this is the exponent. Rational exponent. So, yung numerator is x, yung denominator is y. Now, if I convert that into a radical expression, it would look like this. So, yung base, magiging siya yung radicand. So, yun yung b. Okay? And then, you will use this sign or this symbol, what we call the root. The radical sign pala. Yan. The radical sign. Okay? And then, yung denominator ng exponent, yung denominator, yun yung magiging index niya. Oops, wait lang. Umpisan natin. Yun yung magiging index. So, itong y, okay, that will become the index of the radical sign. Okay? Yung numerator. So, yung numerator, yung x, will be the exponent ng radicand. Okay? Ulitin natin, anong mga tawag dyan? So, ang tawag dito ay still, this is, yung base became the radicand. Okay? And then, this symbol or sign is what you call the radical sign. Okay? And then, the y here is the index. And, yun po ay exponent. Okay, so now I'll give you examples of how you can transform rational exponents to radical form and then vice versa. Okay, so based do sa kaninang pinakita natin. Ulitin natin, isulat natin dito para hindi nyo makalimutan. A raised to n over m, that is equal to the m root of a raised to n. Okay, example, we have number 1. So we have, let's say, a raised to 3 over 4. So that will be equal to, again, a, and then ang exponent niya is 3, and then root, radical sign, and then 4 yung index. So yan yung ka-equivalent niya. This is the rational exponent, and then this is the radical form. Okay, another example. We have, let's say, quantity x squared y raised to 3 over 8. Okay? So, ito yung rational exponent natin. So, if I'm going to transform that, ang base natin is itong buong to. Yan. X squared y. Kasi, nakaparenthesis siya. Ibig sabihin, lahat yan, ang exponent niya ay 3 over 8. So, you just copy the base, which is x squared y, and then put them inside a radical sign. Okay? But, you have to, this one, our denominator is 8, so that will be your index. Okay? And then, ito, dapat pala nakaparenthesis siya kasi kasama siya, cube. Okay? So, that is the equivalent radical form of the rational exponent quantity x squared y raised to 3 over 8. Okay, balik na rin naman natin. Radical form to rational exponents or yung fractional form. Okay, so we have 5th root of 32 cube. So, kung itatransform ko siya into rational exponents, so again, ang base natin is yung 32. So, write 32. And then, yung exponent natin is 3. So, ibig sabihin, yan yung numerator ng exponent. And then, yung index natin is 5. So, therefore, that is the denominator of the exponent. So, the rational exponent of 5th root of 32 cube is equals to 32 raised to 3 over 5. Okay, so for our last example, we are going to transform this radical expression 1 over square root of 25 over 36 into a rational exponent. So, what are we going to do is this. Ano muna natin? 1. Kasi hindi naman siya kasama dun sa radical expression. Diba? Yung numerator. Nasa denominator siya. And then, kapag walang index, so as you can see, walang index dito, automatic, the index is not 1, but 2. Okay? 2 yan. And you don't need to write it. Kasi yung pinakakasing mababang index na pwede, which is 2. Okay? Now, so we have 25 over 36. Yun yung ating radicand. So, yun na magiging base ng ating exponent, 25 over 36. And then, wala rin naman siyang exponent. Diba? Walang exponent. Wala kayong nakikita mga exponent. So, automatic, that is 1. Okay? And then, our denominator will be the index, which is 2. So, makikita nyo, naka-fraction siya. Diba? Yung 1 over 25 over 36 raised to 1/2. Or, this is equal to, if you remember yung last topic natin, yung sa negative exponents, this is 25 over 36. Sorry, dapat pala ito yung nakaparenthesis yan. Raised to negative 1/2. So that's it for this video. Thank you, and I hope this video will help you in answering your learning modules in grade 9 mathematics. And till next time, God bless.